Hello there, everyone. My name is Waba, and what you're about to watch is Mental Health Monday. It's a podcast that I do every single week live on Twitch, link in the description below. We talk with 1 to 2 guests, sometimes 3, on a topic of the month, and purely I'm just asking them about their experience with this topic. Either they have personally gone through this or they have dealt with it in some manner in a personal way. The purpose of these talks is to bring education to others and to bring awareness to these issues, and that mental health is real, mental health matters, it's okay to not be okay, and more to the point, it's okay to talk about it, and it's okay to reach out for help. There's a lot that goes into Mental Health Monday. It's very intentional, and we have a bit of a check-in usually before the talks. In addition, I myself am trained as a mental health counselor. I have a master's in mental health counseling. Now, I never, ever, ever will claim that I am anyone's therapist online. I'm a mental health advocate, and I will share resources to the day I die. But as far as help goes, I highly encourage anyone out there to seek your own help. I have resources both on my Twitch page, but also in my Discord under resources, and highly encourage anyone to seek professional help if you are struggling with something that the people on my podcast are talking about with their experiences. In addition, they're raw, uncut, and unscripted. I usually have a few questions to kind of structure it a little bit, but we might go off the rails sometimes, have some casual conversations. Other questions might be asked, delving into details. All things considered, I put a content warning out there at the beginning of my talks usually, right before we jump into them. And it's just to say, hey, show some respect, towards the guests and their stories, first of all, obviously. But more importantly, if a topic comes up that might be potentially triggering, feel free to click off the video, feel free, to click off the stream, during the stream, or mute the tab, whatever, come back when you feel comfortable. I don't wish to trigger anyone, but I want these talks to be as unrestricted as possible so that folks can tell their story in their best words. Your discretion is advised, depending on the nature of the subject. So with that out of the way, I just want to welcome you into this video. Feel free to skip ahead as well. I'll put a timestamp in the description. And with that, enjoy Mental Health Monday and welcome into the Waba fam, your mental health talk place and queer safe space. Take care. Hello.
No.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going? Mikan,
Good.
Can you turn up your microphone at all?
Oh, sorry. Let me do that.
Also, I love how you
Do I
both
need to
match.
turn
I
the
feel like I should have worn orange.
Let me see if I can do this. Give me a second.
Camp Half Blood, bro.
Let's go.
My input volume is as high as I can go. That's the thing.
Oh, jeez. Can you speak like close to your microphone or like at the head of it or something?
I could see if I could try to change the settings. Cause I mean on Discord. Wait, did you try turning me up on Discord?
Yeah, you are 200%, my friend.
Cause my input volume is max. So I put output volume.
Yes.
I'll try max. Okay, how's this? This better?
That's good.
No different.
At least for me.
Okay.
That's weird, because for me, it's like even better.
Oh,
Oh, it's weird to see me eating on stream. Get away from me, fly.
That's fine. I watch myself eat on stream all the time because I'm usually looking at OBS, which is on my other monitor.
Let me try to look at my settings of my computer. Hold on a sec.
Oh, technical's what you gonna do. Anyway, by the way, Chad, if you want to ask a question, you put your question here, much like this, with the Q, and then I can pop it up on. Hold on, let me put my chat actually in a place where I can read it properly. I can pop it up on feature.chat because that's a cool feature that we have available to us. Yes, indeed. So feel free to ask questions about whatever the fuck you want to. But
I don't know how to change my microphone. This is the highest I can get it, sadly.
okay,
You guys already hear me?
I can hear you. Just low to me.
Yeah. I can hear you. You're kind of low,
I mean,
but
I don't know if
we're
there's
good.
any
We're
that
good.
Wait, hold on a second. Maybe I could play with OBS. Maybe. Try this. How's this?
Yeah, you should be able to play with OBS.
I don't
This better?
like
Because
no.
the input volume for
I didn't. I think
OBS might work.
on your sound settings. So if you go to like your microphone and you click like sound settings and stuff like that, you can like navigate through like this window to find your microphone. So for instance, here's my microphone input. You go to manage sound devices. Maybe not. My master volume on my microphone. It says test your microphone. Troubleshoot.
Yeah, my master volume is. Oh yeah, I found change the phone X. That's X.
Manage sound devices, and then you go to your input devices. This is my microphone here. Oh, that is not how you do that. I am silly. Okay, I'm silly, and I have shared incorrect information, so I apologize.
I am looking around my settings.
Oh, device properties. There we go. Device properties. You can turn them volume up. So everyone on Scream. So it's at 54 for me right now. If I jack it, it's gonna be really loud, and I don't want to fucking blow your eardrums out right now.
Yeah, that's loud.
So I'm gonna turn it back down to
So
54.
You scared me.
Did you say this is? Did you say this is under OBS or Discord?
Neither. On your computer.
System.
On your computer. You see the like speakers thing? You right click that. Click open sound settings.
Okay, sound settings.
Open sound settings. You scroll down where it says input and you see your
I
microphone.
feel weird.
Click
It
device
says test microphone. That's all it says. Oh man, it sounds.
Do you see device properties?
Stay away from me, you big fat bug.
Click
No,
device
go away,
properties.
Go away, please.
Oh, I see. That's right. Let me try this.
And then crank
Is
that
this
volume.
better?
Yes.
Is it better now?
Yes.
Okay, is that good?
It's good.
Okay.
Alright, good enough.
I can do that. Yeah, I'm learning.
I'm sorry, there's like a big fat bug it's flying around. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Great, we have started our interview off to a very chaotic and technical difficulty start.
Listen,
Professionalism
you're
at its
not
finest.
a pro. You're not a pro Twitch streamer unless you have technical difficulties on a stream.
I am a pro Twitch streamer and I copyright technical difficulties. No one's allowed to have them. No one else is allowed to have them.
You missed my early streams like a year ago.
Please go
Yeah,
away
same.
from the house, bug. I don't
So many
want to
technicals.
be near you.
Anyway,
fat and
hi,
big.
welcome in.
Hello.
How's it going?
Hello.
Chaotic.
You're live on Twitch, on TV, and maybe on YouTube later. This
Hello.
is. Please introduce yourselves.
You can go first.
Okay. Hi, I am Mikan Pachi. I am an orange soda slime VTuber. And I usually play like RPGs on my channel, but I sometimes play other games. And I've been streaming for a few years, but I've been an affiliate for this past January. I just hit my 2-year anniversary as affiliate this past January.
Congrats.
Congratulations. Is it my go now?
Are you fucking?
My cat is spinning on a chair right now. I'm not even joking.
Is it my turn now?
Yes, it's your chair now.
Oh, okay. Hello, I'm Artist Hope. I'm a chaotic person. I kind of just do whatever the heck I want on stream when I stream, and
It's dangerous.
it's really weird. And I end up losing my thought process very fast and very easily. So I apologize if that does happen.
Yeah, but I've been
I
given
know how that
permission to
feels.
redirect you.
You have. You've been given permission.
That bug's really
And if you see
bothering
me spawning, no, there's a
Bugs.
different bug. That's a fly. I'm talking about like a big bug that's like that big.
All right. Arizona time zone is incorrect, by the way. Just want to go on record saying that. Hello, Sky.
Where's the sun you speak of? I live in Chicago. There's no sun here.
There is no sun here.
I can confirm.
Your sun has no powers here.
Anyway, the lack of solar paneling is apparent. Anyway, let's chit chat. Talk about.
What was I even doing last time?
I don't know. You were doing Doki Doki Literature Club Plus.
And I got like 2 followers from it.
Mikan was doing Persona 5.
Yep, and I basically beat the Persona 5 equivalent of Senator Armstrong.
Beautiful. So let's chit chat about being autistic, yeah?
Yeah.
Yay!
Now I have a question because I genuinely don't know. Are either of you when did you get diagnosed or figure out that you were autistic for yourselves?
That's what I made the notes for. So for me,
Haha. Yes.
it was
Man's came prepared.
it was actually in 6th grade back in 1999.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
Man.
I am old.
I mean, I'm old too. I was born in 93.
I
Am I the
remember
baby
what
here?
I remember. Yeah,
Yes,
I
you're
remember
baby.
when to fix an NES, you had to give it oral. When you had to fix a video game.
Back in my day, I remember when you had to blow in the cartridge to get the video game to work.
Oh my god, I'm actually tearing up.
My cheeks are hair for laughing.
I'm glad you're laughing on Mental Health Monday. Mental Health Monday is meant to be therapeutic.
Well, laughter's the best medicine, they say.
Those
right?
were the days! Dang nabbit! Hito Retro Gaming coming in my stream right now!
Cry.
Sky.
Hey, you know.
We
I
don't
was-
talk about Hito. No,
we
no.
don't talk about Hito.
No. I think I was 19 or 18 when I was diagnosed. I was like just a young
Mhm.
adult. And for the longest time, I just thought I was like, my thought process was different. No, it's like, oh, I'm actually wired different than other people. That's why my things make sense and theirs don't.
I mean, yes, your thought
was
process
so
was
weird.
different. That's the whole point.
No, I thought it was just different for no reason. Not because I had like something that caused the
Oh,
different
boy.
wiring in my brain.
That's what we like to call a type 2 error. Someone's
for
gonna
me-
correct me on this.
For me, as I mentioned, it was
So type 2 error?
1999 when I was diagnosed, and if you probably know as well, but that was like when they just were starting to like realize that high-end autism was a thing. Because back in like the 90s and before that, when people talk about autism, they talked like the movie Rain Man with Dustin Hoffman. Like that's what people thought. That's what they thought autism was, and they didn't know about high-end. So when they found out I had high-end autism, like the teachers in the schools, they didn't know how to handle it. Like no one knew how to handle it. It was like we were just like being in a way thrown to the wolves because it was all new to everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, he probably... God, it was DSM-4, right? So, I mean, they probably still had just, like, the functional labels. They probably still had Asperger's as a label as well.
I don't think they even had Asperger's
Yeah.
yet. They didn't even have it
Ooh.
back
Yeah,
then.
really? I thought they would have... I thought that's when they had it.
No, 99, like I said, 99 was when I got diagnosed. Asperger's probably
that's,
was,
like,
I think,
early,
until like
early.
maybe Asperger's was, I think, the early 2000s. But like, I was just like at the start of when they were discovering high-end autism. So, like I said, they only knew about
Wild.
low-end
Hi, Tilly.
autism at the time. Like,
And it's
low
not
end
even called
spectrum,
that, and
like-
it's, like, not even helpful to call it that anymore either.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no,
It's
you're
just
fine. I'm just explaining.
Is that?
It's weird.
Oh yeah, low spec like the best
The
I can find-
spectrum.
the spectrum, yeah, like the
Yeah.
lower end of the spectrum. And like I said, I mean, for example, my cousin, I think she's 40 now. She's actually low end, and like that's the thing. Like me and her are like, you can tell the difference between us. We both have autism. Like I'm more functional, even though I have social problems. But like my cousin, like I said, explaining how she's 40, but she's still like always asks for coloring books for Christmas, like kids'
Mhm.
coloring books. So
Chad
that's
is killing
how we
me.
know it.
They're like joking around.
It is a type 2
I'm sorry.
error, I think. Or maybe
I
it's just not
think-
relevant.
I guess
I don't know.
I guess stereotype wise, the best way to stereotype wise of what they used to think autism was Ralph Wiggum. Basically, that's the best example I can use for a stereotype.
Yeah, but usually, unfortunately, the stereotypes of autism tend to be very harmful, and usually
I know.
they mix it with intellectual disabilities as well. And they still,
Yeah.
like, I found out, because Haddis got DX'd officially as autistic, but they also ran him through, like, intelligence, an IQ test, which I thought was personally kind of disgusting that they still do that.
And it's sadly the only representation we have for like high-end autism.
Is that one movie, isn't it?
Well, I was gonna say the only representation
What,
we have
Rain
in media
Man?
is basically Sheldon Cooper. No, Rain
Oh
Man
yeah.
was lower. Yeah, lower end is
Yeah.
Rain Man.
But again, they don't use low end, high end anymore. It's more
okay.
based on stuff of just like, you know, where do you need support and where do you not need no
Yeah.
support. You know, it's
Yeah,
more
sorry.
holistic. It's fine. I mean, this is what
I
you were raised on.
Speaking of,
I haven't
can
been
we
doing a
talk
lot of
about-
research lately. Sorry.
It's fine.
No,
I mean,
it's
this is
fine.
what you're raised on. This is probably like like what kind of therapies did you go through when you were diagnosed that early on?
A lot.
Yeah. Whoa!
my-
Hold on.
Wabapalooza!
Maki. Hi, Maki.
Hello, Maki.
Hi, Maki
Hello,
Trainers.
man.
How's it going?
Hello.
Oh, I should have made a note of the therapist I went to.
Welcome into the Mental Health Talk Place Career Safe Space. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're taking care of yourself out there. Feel free to take the raid notice out of your URL. I keep forgetting to tell people to do that and refresh the stream so you actually count as a viewer for Twitch. But yeah, this is Mental Health Monday. We're doing an interview right now with Mikan Pachi and artist Hope. Hope you're all doing well. Hope your stream went super well as well.
Oh dang, I was not prepared for that. I forgot to make notes of the therapist I went to.
Oh, it's fine. I mean, I'm more interested in
to
like
a
what
few
they
of
do
them.
for you. You know?
Okay, so before I was diagnosed with autism, when I want to say 5th grade, because that's when I got kicked out of my first school, and that was due to bullying, and that's a whole nother subject. But at the time before I was diagnosed with autism, like they would take me out of class every day and have me talk to basis like I don't know if he was a psychiatrist or a shrink, but like all I know is he would like ask me questions, but I could even back then I could tell he was thinking lowly of me, and he would just have me draw pictures. And like
The hell?
He would just have me draw pictures while I was talking to him, and like wasn't even asking me questions.
What's the point of that?
You know what it was? They wanted to get me away from the bullies because this is the reason I got kicked out of my first school. Was the bullies constantly bullied me because we didn't know I had autism at the time, but I was different, so they bullied me. But at the same time I was diagnosed with Tourette's a few years earlier.
You were diagnosed with what?
Tourette's syndrome.
Tourette's. Okay.
Yeah, I have the motor Tourette's where like it's like I shake my stick my hands on, clench them, roll my eyes, stuff like that. But
is that Tourette's or is that just tics?
Oh, tics are Tourette's. There's two types of Tourette's.
Oh, tics are Tourette's.
Well, here's the thing. There's two types of Tourette's. There's verbal, which is one you think of where people are making sound effects, or screaming. Then motor is like just fidgeting or like or shake or stuff like that. Yeah. Like for me, that's why I can never drive, because I roll my eyes, and that's something I can't stop.
Right.
Yeah, but anyways, so I was kicked out of the school because the bullies were bullying me for the Tourette's, and at the time we didn't know I had autism, and because the bullies, it was a Catholic grammar school, and because the church and school were connected, and basically every Sunday at mass, the bullies' parents would always be the biggest donors to school, and the bullies were also on the sports teams back in the thing. They sided the bullies, and this is the exact quote the principal told my parents. When I was diagnosed with Tourette's, he told my parents that I need to be locked up and kept from society. That's the exact quote he told me, because I was being bullied, because I was the problem.
That's fucking traumatic as shit, dude.
Yeah.
And very, very stereotypical in the way of just like, you know, throughout a fucking person with autism's life, like
exactly.
Throughout an autistic person's life, you're constantly fucking just told like, oh yeah, actually you're the problem and you need to be locked up. Like that's so fucked.
Exactly.
It's so incredibly fucked.
And like I said, they sided the bullies because the bullies' parents were big contributors, donors to the school. So yeah, they were
siding with what gave them money.
Exactly.
That's really fucked. So they kicked you out because of that.
Yep.
Wow. That's absolute fucking bullshit and malpractice and just what the fuck. Where's the boards of ethics?
Bad reason to be kicked out of school, but at least you got to a better, hopefully got better. Got to
at first, 5th grade was okay at the new school, but 7th and 8th grade not so.
Yeah.
Were you bullied again?
Let's just say because of the bullies in 7th and 8th grade, from until junior year of high school, or no, sophomore year of high school, I was like borderline, like wanting to game over myself kind of thoughts because
Yeah.
it got so bad. They would go
Yeah.
to the local McDonald's and use the payphones. If you remember what payphones are,
Yeah.
they would go use the payphones
Back
and
in my
call
day.
threats to my house. At one point, the threats got so bad we had
Yeah.
to call a bomb squad to my house because they said they threatened to blow up my
Jesus
house.
fucking Christ. That is
Jeez Louise.
genuinely just horrific.
Oh, it was terrible.
That is
So
absolutely terrifying.
that's literally like PTSD, terrific, horrifying shit.
Yeah, exactly.
That you had to go through that on basically a daily basis.
But things got better.
Yeah.
Like,
But,
the
like,
thing was,
shit,
I'm very
dude.
glad for you.
Once I made it to high school, I started making a lot. Well, not a lot of friends, but like I met other people that around like 8th grade was when I started discovering anime, and like high school, I think was sophomore year. Me and my one friend who I'm still actually chat with now to this day, me and him actually formed the anime club at school, and we had so much fun there.
That's amazing.
Like, we were like the co-founders, and like 2 of our other guys that were the co-founders, we still chat with them as well. And like that was the good memories.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think the wind has died down on my side.
That's good. I'm glad I'm glad you have good memories still, like even through all that horrific shit.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there was
I'm
one incident in high school that with my autism that actually made me actually scared of girls for at least 2 years.
Oh jeez.
Basically, what happened was, like in this high school, once you get to senior year, you're allowed to go off campus for lunch.
Right.
So there's this cafe we would already eat. Me and my friends eat at lunch, but next to it was this deli where you could also order stuff. And I one day went to the deli. And there's 3 people there. I'm just standing in line. These 3 girls come up to me and all 3 of them at once start dry humping me, and I'm like, what the hell?
What the fuck?
And all the people are like, yeah, go, man. I'm like, and like it's just because at the time I'm still like nervous around girls. I don't talk to girls, and this is happening. Oh, it gets worse. I found out.
Oh, no.
I found out later from these girls was constantly tormenting me, saying they wanted me to make. One girl actually said, "I'm going to make you a man, whether you like it or not." I'm like, ugh.
Ugh.
But then I found out from someone that knew them that told me, because the school was only 5% white students, and it was not a good area, but they thought these 3 girls someone that knew them told me this. They thought because I was white, I had a lot of money, and their whole plan was to get them pregnant so that I can give them child support. That was their whole plan. That's what I found out about them.
What kind of fucked up shit is that? These are kids.
Yeah. I kid you not. This was senior year. Like, these 3 girls were lunatics.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Yeah.
Genuinely
Oh.
disturbing.
Because of that, I was scared of any girls for 2 years, except for my 2 friends that were tomboys, because they weren't anything like that.
Yeah, that's the other half of it, Maki. I'm just
Yeah.
like also kind of not surprised,
Right?
but like Jesus fucking Christ, because it sounds like some shit where it's like they learn that shit from their parents, like their mother might have
The
done that
school's not
shit.
that great.
Yeah.
Like, literally,
know.
the school during summer vacation,
It's fucking
when
disgusting.
they had summer school in the class, 2 freshmen were expelled for filming a porn in the bathroom. But that's another story.
Filming a porn in the bathroom.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised at that part, though.
Yeah,
Well,
super not surprised at that part, but also that would be distribution of child porn, so you know.
Yeah. Well, the school actually had a police station in the school.
Yeah, I'm
That's
sure they
how it
did.
was.
I'm sure they did. Yeah,
don't
yeah.
think a
Most schools have a
station
resource
from that.
officer. Y'all probably had a whole station.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking
No,
Christ.
we had security guards. We had like a bunch of them, but both my middle school and high school had like a bunch of security guards around, and some of them used to be like actual police officers. And I was like, oh, that's cool to know. I got to be good friends with a lot of them because I was like the good child. I sat down, I listened to the teachers, I tried
Yeah.
not to cause any problems. But
Oh yeah,
No.
I was on good terms with every single member of the security and everything in high school.
I bet.
In fact, at
It was
one point, there was an incident where we were just in homeroom and someone threw a French fry, and at this time on my desk, I just tossed it over my shoulder, hit this guy that was apparently a gang member. He comes, wails on my head, knocks me out, and runs out of the room. Then I'm like, what the hell happened? the security guards there, and the principal's on the radio going, "Find this guy! Find this guy!" They found him hiding in one of the locker rooms, and so they take me to a nurse, get me like passed up or everything. We go, and apparently my mom comes to pick me up. He's in what's it? He's in the
Office?
the
Detention
police
room.
office, handcuffed to the chair.
Oh my god.
And apparently they're like, "Do you want to press charges?" And my mom's like, "No, because he's smart. If I would have done, he would have came after. Because he was in a gang, he would have came after me." But yeah, like
Oh my
if I
god.
wasn't friends with all those police officers and the principal in school, I would have.
Oh,
They
yeah.
would have not
Y'all,
done anything. But
y'all
they were all on
refused
my
to press
side.
charges though.
But yeah, that's like I said, because they didn't expel him, but like because it was his first offense, he just punched me a few times. But like I said, my mom was smart. If we would have charged things, he was a gang member. He would have had his gang come after.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's so fucked
There's
though.
so much that sucks like that.
But it was just amazing how the police was like yelling on not the PA but on the radios that the guards had saying, "Find him right now," because
Yeah.
the principal knew me and me and him were on good terms.
It definitely does feel good to like feel protected in that way, but also it's like fucking scary shit to be living in that kind of part of, you know, where you're living at.
Oh no, I
That
actually live
actually
in a nice suburb. It's just the first high school I went to for a month. This also relates to my autism, in a way. Basically, the high school I went to for the first month of freshman year, what it was is one of those high schools like in the movies where the seniors go to school and they do whatever they want. And I basically didn't like how the seniors kept treating us all.
Yeah.
So at one point, one guy actually was being rude to me. I told him to knock it off. The teacher's like, "Okay, that's enough." She's like, "That's it. You're talking during class. Give me your chair. You have to stand for the rest of the class." So in protest, I just crouched on the ground like a pitcher or a catcher at a baseball game, and they kicked me out of school saying I was problematic. But funny enough, the next year in school, I met another guy that left that school too, and he said what happened was when I stood up against those seniors, it kind of inspired the other freshmen, and they started rebelling against the seniors too.
Mm-hmm.
And like the seniors stopped after a while. The seniors stopped picking on all the freshmen. But yeah, honestly, even though the school was bad, I actually have so many great memories from that school.
It's wild.
I think my first major, like, I don't know how, it's weird to phrase, but like, I guess it's the worst way to phrase it, but it's also the only way of phrasing it right now. I was saying that the only way I can think of saying it is the really bad way of saying it, but I guess my like first autistic outburst was like 5th grade. I was just so fed up with everyone in school that I did nothing in class except for the artwork, because we had like an art class that our teacher did, and it really fucked me over in general. But I also, it was like, but like most of, not all of what I had learned about autism firsthand came from my brother, who is like more what you would see as a stereotypical one. He's pretty quiet, he's pretty into his stuff, and he's been enough. So, and I was, for the most part, yeah, and I was like so different from that. In elementary school, and when I was younger, I could make friends with a fence post. And it came around middle school that I was like, oh, I don't do that kind of anymore. This is really, really stressful on me. And when I got into high school, halfway through my freshman year, and I get like told by my mom, "You might be more like your brother than," and I'm like, what? And then I get, and like a year or two later, I get told I'm autistic. I'm like, that's what she meant. So like my entire world got flipped over.
You cut out a lot there, I'm not gonna lie.
I am so sorry. The Wi-Fi here sucks.
Sorry.
I don't know when my sorry.
No, you're fine.
Oh, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I don't know when my earliest experience knowing that I was autistic was, but I do know, and this isn't our high school thing, but this is something you guys are gonna be like laughing at this because it's amazing. But I never once, during all 4 years of high school, I never once studied for any tests, and I would get high scores. In fact, you know how in high school you take the SATs or the ACTs? And I got this in my notes too. Senior year when we took the ACTs, okay, here's the thing. The average score was 22. The max score you can get was 32. Everyone else was studying their ass off for these tests, trying to make sure to get a passing grade. I was just playing, I think I was playing Grand Theft Auto San Andreas the whole week, or the whole month leading up, and just at the time it was either San Andreas or Vice City, but I was just playing video games the whole week. We finally get the test. I didn't study. I got a 26 on the test, and 22 is the average of and people
pretty great.
The test. Yeah, and not only that, but like I had another thing
Cool.
which I believe artists I think you'll probably agree with me on this one, that when thinking about being autistic, like for example in doing work in school, you don't have to it's hard to show your work when you're doing work in class, like for example math.
I can never show my work.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hate showing my work.
Because here's the thing, like I would we actually have a story, my mom actually told me this many times, but I do recall it. The teacher, actually no, this is actually my earliest memory of autism. So like 4th grade and such, I'd be 4th grade and like 6th grade. The teacher, we'd be in math class. The teacher would call me up to the board to do a problem, and say like, okay, so how's the problem?
Your work.
No, they would call on students on the class that solve answer a problem on the board, and I'd be just sitting at the board. They'd call me up, and as I'm walking there, in my head, I'm doing the problem. I get to the board, I just write the answer, and she goes, "Wait, how do you get that?"
How'd you get that?
And I'm like, "Well, you told me to tell me." She goes,
I don't remember.
Show your work. She's like, "Show your work." I'm like, what? And the thing is,
What do you mean? That's just the answer. That's what it is.
Exactly. I would just do the work in my head, and for the longest time, I couldn't understand what the point of, like, I couldn't understand like showing.
There is no point. I still don't know the point.
Exactly. It's like if I can get the answer correct, why do I need to show the work? It's just wasting space.
Or wasting space and wasting time.
And effort too.
Like the problem be like 2 + 2. How do you do that?
Exactly. And then another thing, like with English and like English class, like any class we had to do essays, like we would have to like do. It says like write a 2-page essay on, like say 2-page essay on on how the Constitution was written. I would just get straight to the point in one paragraph, and teacher's like, "Well, you gotta fluff it out." I'm like, "I got everything there," and Mom's like, "He doesn't have everything there." She's like, "Well, can't he basically bullshit his way through it?" And like, she didn't say it to me. She said to my mom and me, but so she's like, "He doesn't know how to do that." Like, I couldn't just fluff things. I don't put filler in my essays. I get straight to the point, and it drove the teachers crazy because like they wanted 2 paragraphs, and like I would 2 pages. I would get everything done in 2 paragraphs. On the other hand, in this one class, like the first it was like a story writing class, or whatever. We had every Friday we had to turn in a like story that we've written. It got to the point where I had a whole like plot to like a whole like overarching story in this plot. It got to the point where the teacher's writing on my papers saying like 100. She said it got to the point where she wrote on the paper. She said 100, and then she goes, "I can't wait to see the next chapter." I don't know. I think I got them somewhere in my room still. They were kind of cringed on. I looked at them, but yeah, I would just like my creativity was flowing so bad. I could. It was supposed to be 3-page limit. I would sometimes do 4, and I had to just save the rest of it for the next week.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was just very creative. Sorry, I kind of rambled.
You're fine. I'm typing in chat as well.
No. I can't do. I remember vividly. I was in my history class. It was like a 2nd year in high school, and I was in history class, and they're having us do like these packets, and then we have to like write an essay at the end covering basically what the packet covered. And I'm here, I'm staring at the computer, I have like 2 sentences down, and I'm here having like a panic attack, and the teacher comes over like, "What's wrong? What's going on?" I'm like, I physically cannot write down this stuff.
Exactly.
I have it in my head, I know what I'm supposed to do, but you have it such a linear way of have to do this that I can't get it down.
Exactly.
And he's like, "Well,
that's the thing.
do your
Can't
best."
fluff. We can't fluff things.
Like, but here's the thing. I wanted to write. I wanted to do it by the book. Go away from me, Big Bug. Oh my
That
God.
is. I saw it.
It's right here. I'm like, But no, I'm here having I'm crying too, and my teacher's just looking at me like, how can I help? And I'm like, in some way that I can do creatively. And they wanted me to try to do as much as I could, and I could only get like a paragraph down. And they were like, you did your best. That's all I could ask for. And I was so happy for that teacher to be like so nice to me about that. But like other teachers that were like, you have to do this super linearly, and I was like, I can't. I'm like not wired to do that. And they're just like, what do you mean? I guess that it is in elementary school. My mom wanted to get me an IEP because I was horrible at everything except testing. I test pretty much without any help. I would not understand how. I would not understand why, but I would be able to ace the test. So
Yeah, because we absorb
same
information
here.
differently.
So I'm getting tested for IEPs. They come back and say,
what?
I don't.
Individual
I don't know
education
what an
plans?
IEP stands for. Yeah.
So they wanted to put you on IEP, except that you were acing your test, so they were just like, maybe not.
My mom and my dad did. No, they said that I tested too well. Need one.
You did too
I'm like, the fuck? I tested too well.
Yeah.
On the tests for the IEP, I guess, and they were like, she doesn't need one. This is back when I was female, but they were like, she doesn't need an IEP. She tests fine. Like, that's not the point. The point is I can't keep anything I'm studying.
Keep cutting out, by the way.
Yeah, but you can't keep anything you're studying, like, you can't, like...
in my brain. It's not staying.
I mean, oh my god, I got a Snapchat bot. To be fair, I mean, that's all schools really care about, though, is like, do you test well?
Yeah.
Great. We'll include you in our statistics so we get more funding, because it's fucked how the way...
Speaking of testing, well, I got another high school story about my autism. I got a lot of my autism stories are from my high school, but basically, okay, you know how there's those tests, like they show them sometimes in TV shows, but sometimes they are in real life, where like you take them and it says like what job or career you'd be best at. My high school had a thing saying like, hey, you can leave class to take this test so you find out what you're good at. I'm like, oh, cool. You got a class, I can see what I'm good at. Turns out it was a lie. It was actually a military test to see if you're good for the military. They didn't tell any of the students that until afterwards. And but here, no, I didn't join the military. But here's the fun. This is actually a funny story. You're gonna laugh at this. I apparently tested so high on the test. We had every branch of the U.S. military trying to recruit me, calling my house, and my mom would say, "No, I'm sorry, he's autistic. He can't join." She'd be like, "Well, he's like, he can't." They're like, could he do an office job? And he's like, and my mom's like, "Does he have training a gun?" They go like, "Yes." She goes, "He has threats. He cannot train a gun." We at one point even had a 5-star general call our house wanting to recruit me. I scored so high.
That is amazing.
Apparently, I back in high school, I don't know what now, but back in high school, I was insanely smart, and I didn't realize it.
That's so cool.
But yeah, we had the Navy, the Marines, the Air Force, the Army, the Coast Guard. We had everyone trying to recruit me because of my scores, because I scored so high.
Oh gosh. I think my biggest accomplishment, thanks to my autism, is I finally learned how to swim in high school.
Oh, nice.
Finally we were getting swim lessons because our school had a pool and like they were never using it, so they got teachers for swim lessons. And I went to my gym teacher. I'm like, my friend is in the swim class and it's going to get me actually working. Can I go and join the swim class? Like, can I get transferred over? And they were like, we can't officially transfer you over, but you come to me, check in every morning or before class. You can head over and you can swim. I always forgot to check in, but and because I wanted to catch up to my friend in some way for swimming, I was actually half a year of school and I was swimming and able to float and everything. I had taken like 2 years in like elementary school of swim class, Swimtastic. I didn't learn a thing there. It was so weird. I had something to motivate me, and that's what drove me to what I needed to do.
Oh god, thinking of swimming in high school, that reminds me. I actually had to get my mom to actually to get me a doctor's note to get me out of swim class at school because in gym. Here's the thing: the pool in our school was an indoor pool, and it was
Yeah.
this is in Chicago on the south side, and it's not that well taken care of. Like they use too much chlorine, and on the top of that, the pool was barely cleaned often. We used to make it. There was this black spot at the bottom of the pool. We used to always joke that was a dead cat.
Ooh.
But like
What the
it's
fuck?
like the one time I went in the pool, I only went in there once, but I went in there, got some water in my mouth. I was sick the next day by accident because I accidentally went in my mouth. But from then on, we got medical note, like basically bullshit, but like we got medical note saying, hey, Mike can't go. Sorry, Meekin can't go in the pool. It's obvious. It's obvious my name's Mike. They're like, you can't go in the pool because the medical reasons. So like, I just sat at the bench all the time. But like, even the people in the pool didn't like the pool. Like they were kind of jealous when he was like, dang, he doesn't have to go in this pool. I mean, we all knew how to swim, but it was part of the school during the spring, like for the gym classes. Like during the winter, we just basically play basketball or volleyball volleyball. But during the spring, we did the pool, and it was just a nasty ass pool. But there also used to be a joke like that some of the seniors at the school would prank freshmen by scamming them, saying like, hey, here's a pass to the pool. And it's only $5 for a pass to the pool, so freshmen would pay person $5 and they'd go and they wouldn't get to go in the pool. Yeah, my parents always told me don't buy the pass for the pool; it's a scam.
Yeah, it is.
Don't buy the pass for the pool.
Yeah.
My school, for the most part, we knew we had a pool, but it was my first senior year because I got held back a bunch in high school. For good reason.
What was the good reason?
Good reason was I was fucking up all my classes.
Understandable. I'm surprised. There's usually like no Child Left Behind, or is that like a New York thing only?
That has to be a New York thing.
They had no child left behind here. Like I said, they had it in my grammar school. Like when I was in '99, or actually no, in 2000 here, and that was like.
Wait, what is that?
2000 was. Like,
what is that?
Yeah, what's the No Child Left Behind thing?
I don't
mean,
know.
It's literally that they're not. They don't allow you to like get left behind in a grade. Like they'll still, like you still might like be like technically like over 18 in high school, like working for your GED, but they like refuse to not graduate you to the next grade. Pretty much is kind of how it goes.
So they basically
I had something.
Meet the standard, they like keep you back.
It is a federal program. If you go to summer school and fail, you'll be held back. So.
See, my schools never did that. I was supposed to be held back in 5th grade because I literally did jack shit. And my principal was like, oh, but all their friends are graduating and or passing on to the next grade, so I'll let them go on too. I didn't even go to the same school as all my friends.
Huh.
Damn.
Like we had
also 5th grade. What the fuck do we do in 5th? I don't know. I don't know what kids do anymore.
It was a German immersion. It was a German immersion school, so we were learning German and our classes were all supposed to And our principal was from Germany too, so I think that played into it a little bit. But like every kid from that school pretty much went to
food. Sorry, he's meowing at me and trying to bite my elbows now.
For a second.
Yeah, go eat your wet food, artist.
I finished it though. I can't get any more with a fork. I say as I grab like 2 more pieces.
Here's the thing though. Like when you're saying what's wrong with 5th grade, my problem was 7th and 8th grade. I think was the worst book.
Oh,
the last was 378.
Everything past 4th grade. Actually, no. Everything past kindergarten sucked for me.
An example of the most common tactic they used to bully me, and I don't know how they got away with this, because the teacher would yell at them, but they'd still do it. We'd be like in history class, and they'd be like, on September 17, 1787, the Declaration of Independence was written. I had sex with Meekin's mom. And they would just say that out loud in the class. The teacher would yell at them, people would laugh, and they'd still do it the next day.
Fight them. Beat their ass up.
Here's the thing. Me and the boys, we all got kicked off trip because the boys got kicked off of the class trip for bullying me, for doing them. But I got kicked because I was bullied so hard one day that I lifted a chair above my head just to try to intimidate them. but apparently that count. It wasn't. I didn't throw my eyes. Lifted it up to terminate them like the Hulk, and that got me kicked off the
Yeah.
class trip. Luckily, it wasn't that good of a trip. They just went to.
You
like,
know what I
some
just
mall in
remembered?
Wisconsin.
I went through a similar situation because I was on people-to-people trips, like
Yeah.
over in Europe and stuff, and literally I was like bullied to fucking hell because I just didn't understand sarcasm. Again,
Oh
Yeah.
no, they
I
weren't
didn't.
sarcasm. They were bullies.
No, but they were
Oh,
bullies,
you
but
mean
they were
you're-
also like being sarcastic, and I just don't understand it to the point where it just became bullying because I didn't understand sarcasm that hard that they decided just to bully me about it now.
Yeah.
But literally, there's this like person counselor that was part of the trip named Keisha, and she kept having me call my mom with my own like international minutes, and like kept telling her like, you know, do you want to go home early? Like da 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 da. Like you're being such a troublesome and a nuisance and a nuisance, and you're doing all these things, and you're acting up. I'm like,
What?
yeah, because I'm being bullied, and you're doing nothing about it. Like, I fucking told you
Wow.
what is happening. I'm being bullied, and like they would just be like, well, you shouldn't curse. And I'm like, you're not fucking listening to me. Don't curse at me. I'm like, you're not listening to me. Like,
That's the problem. The teachers they
fuck you.
side with the
They don't
bullies.
I think
It's-
there was another time in fucking high school, where these kids, where we had to like group up for some group project or whatever, like we were doing like a packet or whatever, and I was just
Yeah.
like saying to some people, because like they were the only people left, I'm like, hey, do you want to work on this together? And they just kind of like looked at each other, and they were just kind of like, they weren't really paying attention to me. I'm like, listen, like, just say you don't want to work with me on this, and leave it at that. And they refused to say anything. And I was like, whatever, I'm just going to do it on my own then, because you don't want to communicate to me, so whatever. So I was starting to do it on my own, and the teacher asked me, hey, why are you doing this packet on your own? Why aren't you in a group? And I said, well, because these guys don't have the balls to tell me they don't want to work with me. And she literally like dragged me by my arm out of class, slammed me against the door, and was like, what the
Wow.
fuck did you just say to me? And I said it again, I repeated what I said. She's like, don't you fucking use that language with me. And I'm like, what language? Balls? Like,
Yeah.
hello? What were
Man,
you?
I wish I knew you during school, Waba.
And I was like, hold on. So you're offended that I use the word balls to describe the fact that they don't have the cojones to tell me that they just don't want to work with me, and you're mad at me because they don't
You're
want to
mad
work
at
with
me
me,
because they
huh?
don't wanna
And now you're telling me
right.
to sit out here in the hallway like I'm in trouble. So I sat out there in the hallway, and some other teacher came by, or like a principal or a vice principal, and or someone came by, some teacher or whatever came by and asked, why are you
member.
sitting out here? And I said, I'm sitting out here because my math teacher put me out here saying that I said bad language, and then I repeated what I said, and they're like, the fuck? They're like, what? I'm like,
I
yeah.
had teachers in my high school who
So dumb.
swore. They didn't swear in front of kids, but they swore. Like, you could tell by the way some of them reacted to some things kids said that they would swear if they had the ability to.
Oh,
Ooh.
there was one teacher that I loved in high school, but he ended up becoming the dean in my senior or sophomore year. This guy was awesome. Like, he was, I believe he was the one, I think he was the girls' softball coach. But when he was teaching class, if you came late to his class, he actually said, okay, if you're going to come late, like the first day of school, he said, if you're going to come late to my class and you want to try to get back in here, you got to wrestle me to get the right back in here. And no one crossed him. And that's what made him the dean. He was the best dean ever. This guy was awesome. I got a story about him, but I don't know if it's not really related to things. So I don't know if I should tell it or not. But it is a funny story. It's up to you. Should I tell it, Waba?
Bug is back.
What is it
The
related
bug's
to?
back.
It's back,
Oh,
but it's
what
all the way
was
over
that?
there.
Is that Waba?
Sir. Stop it.
Okay.
Cut it out.
That was to the cat. Okay.
Oh. I mean, do you want me to tell a story? It might be interesting. It would be funny.
Is it related to being autistic?
No.
Okay.
Okay, never mind.
I think when I started
I'll
realizing,
tell you another time, I guess.
Okay.
how about we talk about hyperfixations caused by this? Because
Ooh,
just
yeah.
Sure.
I just remembered why I started realizing I had hyperfixations on things. And it's because my middle grade choir teacher, and I love her guts. I'm friends with her on Facebook. I love her guts. She's awesome. I felt so bad. Oh my gosh. I would sit in on some of her other classes in 8th
Facebook?
grade.
I don't know what that is. Don't you mean metaverse?
whatever the heck is whatever.
Quick
Whatever owns
question.
Instagram and all that. What?
Since I only know the older terms use autism, what is hyperfixation? Can you explain that to me and also the chat if they don't know?
Hyperfixation is it's like being obsessed over a thing, and you just
I
like
can
want to
definitely
know
relate to that.
everything about XYZ thing,
You
and you spend so much extra time and research and energy doing the thing. Because it's similar, because ADHD also has hyperfixations from time to time, but ADHD also has the thing where it's like you hyperfixate on a thing for a long time, but then all of a sudden one day it's just like, you know what, I'm bored, throws thing away, on to the next hyperfixation. With autism, it's much more static. It's much more like I am hyperfixated on thing, and 20 years later, I'm still going to be hyperfixated on thing. And then you can have both ADHD and autism and live in fucking hell. Correct, Ace. Welcome into our community. You fucking belong here.
Oh, I'll one up you on that. I have autism, ADHD, and Tourette's.
Yeah. Hey, it's not the oppression Olympics. I finally remember the term. I was trying to think of it before. It's not the oppression Olympics. Everyone's struggle is real and valid, but it's very funny at the same time.
I love that.
Hello
I love
there.
that term, the oppression Olympics.
Okay, Sky, buddy, I'm having Mental Health Monday. All right, you can't.
I got the gold medal. Oh yeah, well I got the silver medal.
It's not very polite of you to
told
yell.
you I got the bronze medal.
I'm trying to pay attention to the guests.
I got it.
And to chat, but you're yelling at me.
Oh, the oppression Olympics were the highest medal
And you
that
have
works
food.
you are.
You have food in your bowl, you dumb baby.
The
She's like,
person Olympics
"Dad,
were the lower the
feed
better.
me."
The person Olympics were the worse the medal, the more a winner you are.
Sky, you have food. Sky, you have food.
No. Oh my gosh. I remember for like almost all of high school. Go away from me, flies. All of high school, I was
Can you
obsessed
please
with
tell
My
that
Little
Sky
Pony.
has food?
Sky, you have food.
Sky, go eat your wet food. Go eat
Well,
your
I mean,
wet food.
Eat your wet food,
I'm
baby.
still obsessed with like collecting like anime figures and plushies. Like my friends have actually told me I have a problem. Like I think I've shown you a picture of Waba, my headboard with all the plushies on it. I think I've shown you that before, right? Here, actually, let me post in the Discord just for examples to show you how my hyperfixation is. Picture on my phone.
Right now, mine is Sander sides, but I have a lot of other ones that are like side hyperfixations, I guess. And I'm like trying to combine them all together, and it goes crazy. Hello. Someone's walked by. Hi. I'm sorry, someone walked by and heard me talking.
Trying to think where I
So
can
they were
post
looking.
this.
Probably
Waba,
in like.
where I
Oh
post
my
the
god,
picture,
wait a
Waba?
second, hold on. T-Belly, do you know me IRL? Because T-Belly said they had a teacher who punished us by making us put a chair on the table and standing on it. My teacher, fuck Miss Billy. She stood me in front of the class and literally did like a let's all go around and point out what we don't like about Henry day, and that was traumatic.
That is terrible.
Yeah.
I think my
One
one of the worst experiences I've had. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, where did I post a picture for in Waba in the Discord?
IRL
Would that be where it is?
Probably
For what?
art creative IRL.
When we were talking about the hyperfixation, I wanted to show you how my hyperfixation is.
I can't
Just
click
pictures.
anything right now.
Just pictures. Hold on.
Okay.
I'll out you Mikan, and the thing I think is right.
Okay.
If I had a nickel for every hyperfixation I had or have had,
Helps if
I
it's
could probably buy a
spelled.
Nintendo. Yo.
There we go.
Okay. See. Oh
Yeah,
it's-
required cleaning is what fucking derails fixations for ADHD. It's just
I
like if someone
think-
makes it unfun for you and says, "All right, now you have to do this." Well, now I don't want to do it anymore.
got-
Fuck you. But I think
I
that's everyone.
scratched my arm and now I bleed.
I put it in food talk. That's what my hyperfixation is. Just collecting stuff like that.
Let me see. Must see.
My family and a few of my friends say I have a problem.
Yeah.
That is not a problem. That is
Combinations
amazing.
suck. Haha. Haha. Points to own mental health, various shit that I have going on. Ha. Ha. Ha.
I am not a rest stop fly.
I sometimes forget that I
Let's
have
go.
things wrong with me, and then I become the definition of the fucking Mr. Incredible becoming, whatever meme.
Those that know, those that don't know. Oh, no, I did in reverse, damn it.
Wait. What's my phone at? Oh, I don't need to
Mr.
charge
Incredible
my phone
becoming
right now.
uncanny. I just remembered what it's called.
Yeah. Usually that's usually
Ribbon,
paired
go
with,
get
like,
David. Ribbon,
What
That
about
meme
David?
get the Davy.
that Mr. Incredible meme is usually paired with some kind of dirty anime most of the time.
Yeah, the meme in my head is like, my
Ribbon,
mental
go
health,
get David!
and then my mental
Go
health
get the
when I don't
David.
get enough sleep.
Oh God.
Ribbon is gone. They are gone. They are goodbye.
Okay, good.
Sky, you're staring at me like you don't have food in your bowl. So I'm gonna go show him his food. Sleep?
Okay, well,
What
have
is
fun
that?
and
Oh,
keep
are you a
people.
insomniatic European? Then you might be a good fit for WabaStreams. Assholes.
Oh.
Fucking insomniac Europeans plague my chat, which is to say I love you all and I appreciate
Oh,
you,
you
but
mean,
good lord,
yeah,
get some sleep.
Yeah, Ace is one of my mods. He is from the UK. He never sleeps. I constantly yell at Ace to get sleep. Ace, get
Ace.
sleep.
My streams are
days.
late at night,
Ace.
friend.
Now must well.
It's
late
9
at
p.m.
night is
presently.
relative.
Can I get some California fans, please? Because I stream at reasonable hours for y'all. Like, Jesus Christmas.
4 p.m.
I'm just gonna start putting posters. I'm just gonna have someone in California put up a bunch of WabaStreams posters.
Ace, go to sleep.
Go sleep, Ace.
It's fine. This is fine. Anyway, I'm gonna show Sky his food bowl. Talk about something
Okay.
related to autism. Go.
Yeah.
Okay, let me look
yeah.
at my notes. What I got here.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's on the list
Oh,
of notes that we have
Um,
to cover?
yeah, I already mentioned the 3 girls. I got something
Yeah.
I'm gonna say to talk. I can talk about this one. I don't know. Should I wait? Basically, so
Wait.
what? Oh, what was that?
No, I just realized something.
What's up?
A lot of the times I get like compliments on things that like my hair, my eyes, or whatever, and then I'm just like, I don't see the beauty in that. Is that like is that just a me thing? Is that just not being able to take compliments well, or is that something relating to autism where like
No,
you
that's-
don't see?
No, that's a streamer thing. Like, it's literally every streamer,
I'm not
mainly
talking to I'm not
VTubers.
talking
You
about
tell. That's mainly the streamer thing. You tell a streamer they look good. They're like, no, I don't look good. Meanwhile, the streamer's telling another streamer, oh, you look great. And that streamer that they're told is like, no, I don't look great. You look great. This is the thing. Like, streamers, us streamers, we cannot take compliments. We are like, no, we're not good looking.
Is that like a requirement for being a streamer, not being able to take compliments well? Is that like
Exactly.
a checkbox thing?
It's one of the, it's one of the requirements. You're not if someone tells you you look good, you're not supposed to say, "Oh, thank you." You're supposed to say, "No, I'm not good looking."
I've
Of course,
I've
my
come to the
problem.
point where someone says that and I've said I'm not, but thank you, because like I don't want to be rude,
My problem is people
but I
try
also
to
don't want to
eat me.
accept a compliment.
Yeah,
What's
I'm
another?
I'm looking at my notes. I think there's only 3 things I got left on my. I mentioned that. I'm looking at my notes trying to find what I got. Like, so I only got like 3. Oh wait. Oh no, I got those still. So
Is
okay.
daydreaming out loud an autism thing? Because I do that like constantly.
Daydreaming.
Out
There's
loud.
time.
Out loud.
Oh, out loud. No, I don't know about out loud, but there's times like when my autism, like, if I'm like watching a movie or like an anime or a game,
Yeah.
I like lay in bed at night. I don't get to sleep, but I just lay in bed like in my mind picturing stories with me, like if I was in a scenario and stuff.
Oh.
Like I just
Waba.
have these, like, I just lay in bed, like, I can't get to sleep, but I just, like, think, oh, well, it would be cool if I was in a situation, like, and I picture myself and, like, my friends in, like, scenes, like, from animes, movies, games, stuff like that.
Yes.
And it's just,
Yes.
and that's the thing, I got all these ideas in my head, like, if I was the DM of D&D, if I was the DM D&D, because my autism, I'd have such a good campaign, but, like, the problem is with my autism, the way me and my mom say is, and you can't see what I'm pointing my head, but I got the things up here in my head but I can't get it down into my mouth. So the ideas in my head, I can't get them to
I
my mouth.
hate that feeling. I hate being so creative that you have like thousands of ideas, and then you go to get the
Exactly.
ideas out on paper or something, just so you have it for later as a reference for something, and it's just like bye.
Exactly, because if I had the skills to draw, oh my god, I would make such good drawings if I had the skills with all the ideas in my head. But
Practice thing though. Drawing's a
think-
practice thing.
Yeah. I mean, I tried, but like, my characters, when I draw it, looks like that one Kanye West video where he looks like a Roblox character. That's how my characters when I draw it.
Oh, that's how I feel like I draw, and then I like get so many compliments in my art. I'm like,
Hi, Matthew.
"See?"
I totally have kept 3 autistics on topic. Totally.
Oh, we're talking about how creativity with autism. But I do still got some bullet points I have here. One thing
Okay.
I was gonna say,
I'm doing his
Waba,
English.
one thing this was actually something with insurance, but like, because and to this day, even though I'm 35, my parents still legal guardianship me, and because when I was I think it was 24, I signed legal guardianship over them. It was either 24 or 26, but I signed it because at the time my dad, who used to be a Chicago cop, when he retired, they basically kind of screwed the Chicago cops on their pension. But basically, I'm unable to do my own like medical stuff and everything or book things, and because I couldn't pay for insurance on my own to stay on my dad's insurance, I had to sign guardianship over to them, which I was okay with. I'm still okay with because they can handle my medical stuff without needing to worry. But because I had to stay on their insurance, I had to sign up until I was 26, and then when he was off, when his pension was gone and his insurance thing was gone, we got new insurance, I couldn't be on there, so they had to give me a new one. But because they're still my legal guardians, even when I'm 35, they're allowed to handle stuff that I would not be able to handle on my own, like medical bills, medical appointments, insurance stuff. And like, it's been really useful because my parents have been my guardians, they've been able to help me get like services that will help my autism. Like, there's this one thing in Illinois, it's called Seratoma. They actually are helping me try to find a job. And I only got that because I have autism. And then there's other thing, I forgot what it's called, but the other thing was... What's that?
Is that just a Chicago thing, or can I find that too?
It's a local thing. It's a local.
Ah.
But there's another thing. There's another thing that was helping us with my autism, but that thing we had to be on a waiting list for 12 years. But because it was a lot of people trying to get in. It was a long thing, but we were on the waiting list forever. But because my parents were my guardians, they were still able to keep me on the list, and eventually when we got it, and they've also been helping me with that stuff too. So that's the thing. I still have freedom, but like I said, they have guardianship on me, which is not a bad thing. Most people would be like, you're 35, why are you still living with your parents? Like, well, they're my guardians. Like, why do you want it? Why are your guardians? It's like, because they can help me with things I can't do.
Their water's fresh and their food is fresh.
Sorry. Oh, I thought it was you talking.
That worked.
Sorry, Frankie came home and things happened. And I showed him a tweet.
Oh, sorry.
And my hair flew in my face, so I blew it up, and the wind brushed it
so,
out of my face.
Matthew asked the very important question: have you guys talked about how the Tau are imperialistic fish merchant communists?
Wait, what?
No, I can't say that we have talked about that yet.
Wait, where is this?
Wait.
Don't worry about it. I'm just waiting for this verification. Yeah. I don't know if any of my mods are awake right now, so I apologize, but you might have to wait until after Mental Health Monday talk so I can put you in the Discord. Did you say autistic people have big imagination? Do you guys daydream a lot too? I have a pretty big imagination. I do Dungeons and Dragons system sessions on Saturday. So I think I have
We're
ideas.
actually just talking about this.
That's what we're talking about later on, Waba. Like, I was saying, like, I don't really daydream out loud. Like, what I do is, when I have an idea in my head, like a story in my head, like, it stays in my head all day, but when I go to bed at night, and even though
it comes back,
I was fall asleep, it comes back. I'm just like laying in my bed, just like kind of like fantasize, but also in my mind making these stories in my mind of stuff I've envisioned or have gotten inspiration from the day, and they just like they're locked in my head. Like, I got tons of stories in there, but like, and that's what I was saying. What why you're
You never found a outlet to tell them?
Well, no. What it is I got what I was saying is the way me and my mom describe it. You can't see the point, but I point in my head where I've got the stories up here in my head, but I can't get them down here. Now I'm pointing to my mouth.
You can't verbalize them. Can you write them down
Exactly.
at all?
I could write them, but
The
it's like
slide to my brain does not
so much stuff I have accumulated ideas for over the years. It's almost like a manga by now. It's like no, not manga. It's like the plotline of Kingdom Hearts or Metal Gear Solid. I've gotten so many stories convoluted. Like it is just tangled up.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know the timeline of my stories in my head anymore. Everything's tangled up. Like I really, my mind is. Yeah, my mind's really put a Metal Gear Solid on.
That's actually.
Sorry. Can I just take a moment to like welcome in Ace again, just because they did the whole like, because this is a new Twitch feature with the introduction. Thanks for the intro, Ace.
Oh wait.
British gamer, game card player. What game cards do you play? Do you play card games on motorcycles? Occasionally, Minecraft player suffer from ADHD, autism, being too creative with the ability to get them out. You're so fucking valid. And Matthew has commands because he's been here for a long time.
Don't forget Ace also is the king of dad jokes.
It's the king of dad jokes. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh! And Card Fight Vanguard? Nice.
Can I say my thing about imagination now?
Yeah, sorry, go on.
No, it's okay. I just didn't want to interrupt anyone. No, when it comes to me, because of one of the professions that I really want to get into, voice acting, since I've been like 10, I've been starting to vocalize my daydreams. So like, I'll be walking from the house to like the pond, and my brain will be just going through an entire storyline, and I'll be voicing out every single character, and it's chaotic, and I just. But I love it. I love having that sort of like way of outletting my creativity, especially if I can't get it down on paper at the time.
And I think that's what like Waba was saying too. Waba was saying like, with you and me with our ideas, it'd be good if we were do like D&D or dungeon like ideas, because like we have so that's the thing about autistic people. We are very good. Autistic people are very good at D&D because we have such creativity.
Mm-hmm.
I suck at D&D because I get quiet so fast, but then I play like super outspoken characters.
I like to think I'm a very good dungeon master for any level of skill, because
I would love to be a dungeon master.
I am, however, I do get stumped with characters that like don't have a lot of depth, but when characters have a lot of depth, I'm like, oh, you have all this family tree and this like background, great. I'm gonna fuck this shit up even further. Like I get so excited about it.
So I made you ruin your fate.
You want to learn Dungeons and Dragons? I kind of want to do like a Dungeons and Dragons like stream one of these days and talk about how to play it and like how to like make a character. Yeah, what's up?
I was saying that'd be something cool, Waba, if you did like an introduction to D&D stream with other people that are just learning about it. That'd be a good idea.
Wait, sorry, say that again.
Poor at it like me.
An introduction to D&D stream where you and a bunch of people that want to learn D&D, like they play the game with you and you teach them as they go about D&D and you stream it. So basically, viewers and the people playing could learn at the same pace.
I do stream D&D. Hold on, real quick. Fucking.
Catch Waba live.
Just real quick promo. Real quick self promo on my own channel.
We're doing promo stuff.
I'm doing self promotion. I'm self promoting myself. This is Mental Health Monday. Here's a poster. Illegal. We're doing a subathon for my birthday, my first ever subathon, April 29th. Save your money, save your subs. We'll do all the sort of crazy shit. You can see the pinned post on Twitter and on Instagram. And this is what we generally do. That Saturday slot is Dungeons and Dragons, 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. And then we do Sims for our Super Mario Odyssey. Friday is Final Fantasy at 5, and Sunday is Stardew Valley, because it's really chill. I mean, today's stream will start with Stardew Valley because I wanted to. Also, I'm being called away by my partner, so I'll be right back. Continue
we'll
talking
try
about
and stay on topic this time.
We have taken over.
We're talking about D&D now. Hello, chat.
I think we meant to stay on top of our autism. I'm trying to think. So
T, you are allowed to join the D&D stuff on or the subathon. Come to WabaStream. Come to WabaStream.
While Waba's AFK, we shall show him to no end.
Bring your friends. It's bring your own friends week.
Batman, you must sub to Waba. Give him a follow on the sub and give him all the biddies,
Wait,
Batman.
no, wait. I don't know how long Waba's gonna be gone. Let me do this real fast. I always do this for people, and I haven't done it for Waba yet. If you want to support Waba, I'm gonna stop laughing now. Okay. If you want to support your local Waba, all you gotta do is hit that follow button, and if you got some money that you want to spend on them, maybe hit the subscribe button. Share it with the world.
Ooh,
Gift
Hello?
subs.
What's happening?
Gift bits.
Oh, we're
no.
showing you, Waba. We're showing you.
Don't worry about it. It's nothing.
But-
It's fine.
Because I'm looking at God King. It's meant to me. Hold on a sec.
There was no murder.
You don't need to shill me.
What? Hold on a sec. I'm trying to read what God King
I would
wrote.
like
Give me a
my content to stand on its own, but you can feel
Aw.
free to follow me on all my socials here.
sec. That's moving so fast I can't. Oh, great.
Here's a depressing fact.
You
People with
did
severe
get
autism were grouped together in mental... This is true, actually. We grouped together in mental institutions with people that had epilepsy. When I was a really, really young woman who just agreed with her husband, who was called female hysteria at the time, was also diagnosed as a woman who didn't want to have another child after a miscarriage. True.
That's stupid. Why would you call it female hysteria if the girl is so traumatized
Listen,
because they had a miscarriage?
The fucking invention of vibrators were like, oh, females are hysterical, but if we apply vibration to the clitoris, or I mean to the imaginary part of the vagina that definitely doesn't exist, then all of a sudden their hysteria is cured. Wild. Come back for your next session.
Oh,
Not the first iteration of vibrators,
that don't
but
sound right.
can some of
Why
your
is
group
my
PMs
finger
come too? Of
bleeding?
course they can. Away this weekend? That's fine. I have D&D. I have D&D every week. We switch off. We have two different campaigns.
Look at my notes again.
We have VTuber D&D and we have normal D&D. So
Oh yeah, Waba. The thing I was saying that would be good for both, for streaming D&D and also for people like that are learning D&D. Like you said you stream both sessions D&D, but if you did like D&D like that for people that are new to D&D, that you can teach them as they're going. Like
I know. I wrote the idea down.
Okay, I'm trying
Kind
to.
Kind of like a session. Wait,
I'm looking
am
at
I
my notes.
thinking
What
of
else I can talk about? Oh, I got one thing. So
Yeah,
as I
medical
said,
cocaine was still a thing.
oh,
You
yeah,
know
I
what?
remember.
They should invest in medical mushrooms. How about that?
wait. Did you say
Here's a-
medical cocaine?
Here's a fun. Here's a
Yeah,
fun
medical
fact.
cocaine was a thing.
Here's a
You
fun
could buy
fact.
cocaine from like the fucking drugstore, the car store.
Here's a fun fact, Waba. I think
Show
it's
Nero.
related to
That's
autism.
all you-
I believe this is what related to autism too, but I believe I saw a article a few years back that some people or some places were using Minecraft as a way for therapy for kids with autism. Like
Yeah,
it was
Minecraft is
way
a
for
great
them-
therapy
yeah,
for kids
like
with
they were
autism.
actually said I think they were prescribing like actually saying like the kids should play Minecraft
Mhm.
a certain amount of days. So and it was something they were doing. It was like an experimental thing, but it turned out good because it showed like the kids that were playing it and for his test, like experimental driver, they were showing a lot of creativity. What they were building, like they were building amazing things, and it shows that like Minecraft and video games, well, most of it, some not all video games, some video games are good outlets for autism.
That's true. And I'm going to agree with that. I'm going to back that up as well with a little bit of like just my thoughts on that. Because Minecraft is a game where like, you know, you can socialize with other people potentially. And by having a nice safe environment where you can socialize together and talk about a game together, it can really, really help, especially if a kid with autism has those deficits in the social kind of category, which often kind of happens and comes with the territory of being autistic. So that sounds like a really excellent and wholesome thing to do and to prescribe in a way.
And it goes
Yeah,
against
it's
the whole video games are bad for kids thing. Or thing. It goes against that theory and proves that games are good for kids. One of the things I had, the last bulletin, I'm looking at my list. The last thing I have on my bulletin board or my bullet list was basically 2017 and 2019. So this is actually related to my ex, but 2017 when I was dating my ex who I I'm glad I'm not dating her. But anyways, when I was dating her, 2017 in July was the first time I was able to actually fly on a plane without my parents or by myself. So that was a big step for my autism. I was able to fly to Detroit, and then like 2019, or actually 2008, fall 2018 to 2019, we were planning a trip to Disney, which we ended up going, but it was just me and my ex. But I know it. This was right before the pandemic of Lovato. We just made it just in time. We went in October 19, but it was my first. It was the first time I had gone on a trip by myself, or taking my exes with me. But the first time I'd talked to our vacation planner, was a friend of ours. I'd got everything arranged, and like the farthest I've ever been from home without my parents, and like it was a big step for me and I took care of everything. Like I took the steps to like get the luggage, get in the plane, stuff like that. The only thing I had help with was my mom had to check me in the night before, because we were doing Southwest, but that's because if you don't check in at a certain time, you won't get a good sleep. But yeah, so I was able to like make sure I got onto the bus at the right time to go to the parks. Made sure I like checked in the hotel, checked out, all that stuff. That was a big step for me. So that's actually one of the things that helped, that I would never have been able to do if I didn't learn how to do autism. But that, for my autism, that was a big step for me. Oh, sorry. I'm just saying like it was a big step for me where like and the thing is, it also helped because like in the past, like for example with the Disney trip, I'd gone a few years prior with my family as to the Disney, and made mental notes of things like what certain services are, where certain things in the park were, like the Magic Express, which is the thing that goes from the airport to the hotel and it brings your luggage straight to your room. I made mental notes of that, and I remember
You
where
weren't
they
supposed
were.
to say anything about it.
Oh, sorry.
No,
What?
not you. I'm talking to T. I'm
Oh.
talking to T. You're supposed to say anything about it, T.
It's fine.
Oh, what? I'm confused.
Apparently it was a secret promo.
Huh? I'm confused.
Could you please not eat my muffin, Nero?
I am confused.
Apparently, when you were shilling me and self-promoting me, it was apparently a secret.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Nero, stop licking my desk with the fucking muffin crumbs. You're not supposed to eat a muffin. Get out of here. I'm glad you're entertained. Honestly, your laughter is driving my chaos. All right, artist. Every time something happens funny in my stream, I was talked about this actually with a typical queer today. Is that I like to be indicated that people enjoy what I'm fucking saying or doing. So if you fucking just my whole chat is just lulls, I will be happy.
Waba,
what?
Tell your kitties. I was gonna say, tell your kitties to behave, or I'm going to take the glass off. Your kitties have to behave.
Or the glass comes off.
Yep, I'm taking the glass off. That's my utter. No, it's nothing bad. It's nothing bad. That's just without the glass. There's nothing bad about it.
Good night, everyone.
That's my utter model. That's my utter model. That's the one like
Monday.
That's the one like me
if
without
you did, be sure to give.
I didn't almost die. You didn't almost kill me like that. Nope. I'm stronger than that.
My dad broke Waba. My dad broke Waba.
What the fuck was that?
That's me outside of my glass.
I thought you would just fall to nothingness.
Slime. There's slime. What do you
I'm a
think?
slime. I'm a slime. Yeah. The glass is just basically think of the glass like my gaming chair. Basically think of it that way. Waba.
That's frightening.
It's not closed. It's just a gaming chair.
I didn't think of the glass as a gaming chair. I thought of it as clothes.
So you're an orange cream slime?
No, I'm an orange soda slime. Yeah.
Can I drink you?
No.
Can he eat you?
I'm gonna give you the slurp slurp.
No. Now I'm grape. You can't drink me now. I'm grape.
Can they?
I can
they eat
drink grape.
you? Can they eat you though?
No. I kind of give the lore to myself that I'm basically got the consistency of a ditto. Even though I'm a slime, I don't leave a mess. And like,
But you're Ditto? What? You
no,
don't?
no, I'm not a ditto. I have
Please,
no. I
please.
have a consistency of a ditto where like, you know how a ditto's like a slime, but it doesn't leave a trail or anything. It's like that.
Yes.
Okay.
A self-contained
think-
slime.
Exactly.
How tawny are you?
Canonically, I'm only a foot tall canonically.
Are there toes at the bottom of the glass?
No, that's just the glass. Here, I'll show you. See? And by the way, there's no naughty bits. It's safe for work. See, it's just basically I'm just a slime.
Slime.
No, get it out of here.
You did it slime.
Wait, go back to the no glass.
The no glass? Yeah. basically, you could say I'm trying.
One
Basically,
second, my actual
I'm trying to think what you can compare me to. Do you remember Gak? Do you remember Gak from the 90s?
Yes.
Gak.
I'm
It's
kind of
Gak.
like Gak almost.
But you're not sticky. Wasn't Gak sticky?
You don't know that. You haven't touched him. That's
No, I'm not. I'm more like a
Thank you,
microbead
Waba.
pillow. I've actually stated that.
Oh!
I've actually stated that if someone hugs me, it's like hugging a microbead pillow.
Like a what?
So it's
One of those
Microbead
microbead pillows. You know, the
kind
very
of like a
squishy
beanbag
pillows.
chair.
No,
but
not beanbag chair,
softer.
but like the
No,
very
I said
soft.
beanbag
Like,
chair.
Can you
Oh,
be
yeah.
killed?
what?
Can you be killed?
Can you? Can anyone?
Well, yes,
I
but you seem
can.
like a very durable slime.
You seem like a
Still feel pain.
Why would you choose to be a slime and then feel pain?
Okay, I was not chosen to be a slime. The backstory was I was walking. Backstory was I was walking on the street, and I got hit by a truck crew from Isekai Delivery Services, and instead of being sent to another world, I just got put in a slime body, and now the lawsuit is still pending, and truck crew cannot be.
slime?
No, I didn't get. I just got turned to slime. The lawsuit is still pending, and truck crew cannot be reached for a comment.
I can't wait to try.
So
and
wait,
get
what are you
slimy
elementally weak and
stuff
strong
again.
against? Is this like Pokemon? Like you're an orange cream soda slime. So
I
are you
would
weak
say
to
ice.
apple?
I would say ice is part of my weakness.
Ice is your weakness.
I mean,
You-
you
you-
freeze me.
Don't I usually get
Freeze
paired
me.
with ice?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm not-
I like
I'm saying
developing VTubers lore. I'm the lore master for Nobody Listens to Mori. So you know.
And of course,
But you're gonna
of
become
course,
my war master. Don't worry.
of course, probably sharp objects too. Definitely sharp objects.
Wait, so you would pop like a bubble?
No, it wouldn't pop like a bubble, but it would hurt like hell.
Well, I think getting poked by a sharp object would hurt anyone. So I thought that was like a specific weakness that you had.
No, it just hurt.
So would you say that you have immunity or resistance to bludgeoning and slashing
that-
damage?
I have immunity to bludgeoning, but it would still hurt.
Okay.
I mean,
You should be
well,
edited
really-
as a- it'd be
So
really,
so we're gonna
why
make you a character in D&D as the slime. We're gonna do a custom class called slime.
Here's the thing. One of my viewers, which actually upset me, one of my viewers actually told me they just for fun, they wanted to toss me against the wall to see me go splat.
Would you stick to the wall or would you slide down?
I would probably, do you ever see those toys you throw at the wall and like they do
Yeah.
the walking down the wall? I'd probably do one of those. Like I'd flop down the wall.
Yeah. What exactly is the white on you?
Oh, that's a sud.
It's the
A,
I
s-
can
a
see what-
sud?
Well, the white of my head is part of my hair. I guess you could
Can I-
probably say the white's my clothes. I guess, or just
Can I poke
not-
you?
You're poking the wrong side.
yeah, you're
Oh,
poking
what?
my OBS. You're poking my OBS quick actions right now. I'm the opposite direction.
You're like
Miku,
right
is that
there
an emote
for
of
me.
pantsu? Yes, it is. No, the other way. Orient yourself to my
The other
stream.
way.
I'm the streamer
I
here. Orient
can't
yourself to
See your
me.
stream. I
Egotistical.
can't see your stream.
All right, whatever. It's the other way. Other
But
way.
I was on
But yeah, like Ace said, definitely fire because
Jokes.
fire just hurts. Like
fire.
Fire's
not a
everyone's weaknesses
Would
except for
fire-
fire elementals.
being set on fire would just hurt. What?
Would fire evaporate you?
Oh, by the way, what's our
That's a
clickbait
good
title for
question.
this talk? Since we're obviously done talking about autism.
Hmm.
So
One more
so a
quiet.
slime. I was supposed to say like
Us.
a slime, a queer, and a something.
A slime, a queer, and a shapeshifter walk into a bar.
I was
Who's a
actually,
shapeshifter?
I was gonna say Waba interviews.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Waba interviews a slime while a fly attacks a shapeshifter.
Wait, you're a shapeshifter?
Yeah, that's what my little. I haven't shown you. Wait, wait, hold on. Let me find the picture. They're adorable. Hold on. Wait. Did I post it to my room? Where is it? Did I post it to my box dimension?
Yes. These other two people also theoretically do the Strum stream. So feel free to go follow them if you want to. Check out their content, all the good stuff.
How do I?
If you like the chaos here, you'll love
No,
a lot of other people, I'm sure. But like, you know,
I don't know
one
which side
question.
I'm on.
Ask a question.
Your stream is still reloading.
Wait, what about? Don't you usually? I forgot. Don't you usually have like open the flip the questions? I thought.
Yeah, it's been open the whole time.
Okay. Okay. And so I'm gonna ask any questions.
That is not an autism question. Next, moving on. But what is your favorite literature club
What?
member for artist?
I actually refuse to play
Okay.
Literature Club because I don't want to go through that whole. That is a deep game.
Is it?
Here-
Is it?
Here's the thing.
Ooh,
Here's the
What
thing.
the
follow.
Why did that appear on my screen? What the heck happened?
What do you mean? Because
Oh,
you're OBS.
wait.
Because your donations
Oh.
source on that scene.
Oh.
I don't know why you're confused about that.
I didn't think it would go on while.
Yeah, it would go off.
I didn't think so. Okay, let me turn on my
Okay,
alerts off
wait.
on that. Hold on a sec.
No, keep it on.
Okay,
Well,
I
have a
didn't
way of
see what it
connecting
was
this to autism. I have a way of connecting that to
Wait,
autism.
what's
Hold on.
up, artist? Let's go. Hit me with the
Here,
deep cut.
okay, so here's the thing. I can hyperfixate about a lot of things, but when it comes to specifically Doki Doki, I have a complete crazy. This is how it actually is in my brain. This is how my brain processes Monica. Go away from me, fly! This is how my brain processes Monica. So it's kind of it relates to autism because my brain.
So your favorite girl is Monica, right?
Just
Yeah.
Monica.
Just
But
Monica.
Just Monica.
Here's the thing.
Just
My
Monica.
brain. You know how like everyone says that Monica's a yandere?
Mm,
Not entirely
no.
not entirely a lie. She was, but here's the thing: yanderes don't give in. You break their heart, they're bound to do something to keep you with them. Monica, when she realizes what she is doing is a dangerous thing, and you delete her, realizes that it's going to happen to Sayuri. So she then breaks the cycle of being a yandere and saves everybody from the fate of being the club president and becoming an
Spoilers.
obsessive maniac.
Question.
What?
Are you? I'm just going for a Hail Mary long draw here, but fan of game theory.
Am I what?
Fan of
Am
game
I a fan of
theory.
Game Theory? Yeah.
Okay, I had a feeling that's where you're going with this story.
No, because he doesn't cover that. He never covers that. I don't think.
He covered Monica.
I
how,
have no
like,
idea what the fuck they're talking about, which is great. Welcome Mental Health Monday, everyone. All right, are we done here, or what's happening?
I'm open for any. I'm willing to answer any questions Chad has about
Oh,
autism.
now.
All right, I have a question. How do you handle being autistic nowadays? Like, what are your coping? How do you navigate through life? Do you go to any kind of therapy or anything like that? Like, what are you doing nowadays?
Well, for me, I
How do I
guess.
cope?
So I'll let you go first.
What? Oh,
I'll let
I'm
you go
going
first.
now? Oh.
If you want to.
Hold on, I think I got a burp.
All right, Mikan, go for it first.
First, you vote. Okay. So for me, like I said, it's streaming is how I cope because like one of the things about autism, it's like autism, as you know, is a social disorder or a social thing. So like people like you see how I am like goofy and outgoing here, but like if people were to meet me IRL, I'd just be like very shy, very quiet, withdrawn. But like when I'm on Twitch, especially as VTuber because you can't see my face, like I am just like off the wall, goofy, and like especially right now because there's three of us in here. Like if say for example compare my streams, if I haven't here seen them, on my streams I'm usually if I am quiet, I'm usually quiet. But if there's people in chat, I'm active. But when I'm in voice call or video with someone, it just brings out the whole new side of me where I'm like off the wall because I have people to, as the saying goes, I have people to bounce off of.
Very
And
much
like
so.
for me, autism, being on Twitch, I've gotten to be interact with more people, and it's got me to make friends and such. And it's kind of been making me more outgoing and learning how to socialize. I'm still learning how to socialize and learning like the do's and do nots. And actually, Hito, who's in chat earlier, Hito's been a great and teach me things like what I should and shouldn't do as a streamer and as a person. Like, shout out to Hito on
Yeah.
that one because he's a
Hito,
real big help
Hito
on
is
me.
genuinely like an amazing
Yeah, he's
friendo.
given me so
Have I
much good
talked to Hito?
advice on. What's up? I was gonna say,
Yo, Hito's
he's,
also
Hito
playing
below
Stardew Valley. Let's
module.
go. Stardew Valley streamers unite.
yeah, he's given me such good advice on not just being a streamer, but being a person in general. And like I've been taking it to heart, and it's been improving me a lot over the past year, basically.
Hito honestly is just so wholesome. We stand
Yeah.
the Hito. But hell yeah, I love that for you, and I love that he's helped you out with
Did I
that.
post that?
Because that's like something that I want to do is I just want to like help people just like exist and vibe and just chill and support one another, you know? Hiccup.
Can you
me.
go away, Showdown? No one wants to see what Showdown.
What?
I was talking to Pokemon Showdown because I clicked it by accident and it came up. Where
Cool.
the fuck did I post this?
Hey artist, are you ready to answer the question?
What was the question again?
Oh boy. The question is how are you handling being autistic nowadays? Like, do you go to any kind of therapy? What do you do? Coping mechanisms, etc., so forth. Like, what's your best way to deal and navigate in
Go
the
away,
world?
mosquito! I will not be bitten by these today. I create things.
What kind of things do you
And-
create?
Do you make art?
Babe?
Yeah, I do. I'm trying to find my bloody thingy. I have to have sent it somewhere. Do I have a picture on my phone? Do I? I do. Okay, hold on. I can save this. I can save myself. I can save myself from the
Angels
dumbass.
attacking the container of cat weed.
Oh no, not the cat weed.
need you to stop.
Catweed? Catweed?
Yeah,
no,
catnip.
If Angel takes the cat weed, we won't get Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
Yes, put
No,
me in
that's
charge of the
weed
drugs.
cat.
Oh, my bad.
Hey, Twitch, look at the drugs that I have. This is illegal. Someone report me to TOS. Oh my god, don't actually. It's just fucking catnip.
Drugs are bad. Okay.
I swear to God, if someone actually reports me and I get banned, I'm gonna be so mad. It's fucking catnip.
Literally, I
That's
don't.
what my character's
No,
gonna
no.
look like.
Rob, I don't think it's
Did
gonna
you?
report you. It's catnip. Here's the thing: I've seen people actually smoke bongs on stream, and they haven't.
Yeah, you can. You can just say like, oh well, it's legal here. Actually, it is legal here in New York.
I think it's
funny.
actually good. I think most states it's actually legal now. I
No,
think it's only like
just
maybe.
only a
I
few.
didn't know.
Colorado, New York.
I know here in Illinois it's starting to become
Excuse
illegal.
me.
But the only problem with
Are you
being
on some
legal
cat
here in
weed?
Illinois, I would say it's the only problem with being legal in Illinois is people buying the cheap stuff, skunk weed, and it smells horrible. It's like
Skunk weed.
it's like it's finally made weed. You finally got it legal, and you're gonna buy the cheap stuff that smells like skunk.
Bad stuff? Come on, man.
Like I've actually been near someone that has smoked skunk weed, and I can tell you that stuff is such a horrid smell. Like
Yeah,
when,
for sure.
when people are in parking lots smoking in their cars, you could smell it across the parking lot. It's so bad. Like
Is it called skunk weed because it smells like a skunk?
that's what
why
he's saying. Yeah,
it's called that's the name. It's called skunk weed because it smells like a skunk, but it's also.
I think
cheap
that's
as
just
stuff.
to say that it's just cheap.
No.
bad weed.
I've talked to someone who used to buy it. It was legal, and they said it's called skunk weed. That's what it's called.
I don't know if. I feel like as point of education, I would.
The agent watching my shit probably already has enough chaos from my from my Google search history.
I haven't talked to that person in years. That's
Yeah. It's hard to say if autism is necessarily with ups and downs. I mean, autism as a descriptor of a diagnosis is like relatively stable, which is to say that you have deficits in certain like aspects of your life, either that's like socially or emotionally or this, that, and the other thing. You can be
I will
deficit
say-
in various things and need support in various areas.
I will say this.
Skills.
Autism being up or down. I will say this. Autism can be a blessing or a curse. It's how you make it.
Depends.
For me, I
Yeah.
used to think it was a curse, but I've turned it around and made it a blessing. Like, for example, like puzzle games.
Oh no, sticky.
Like, sorry, I can do so many good puzzle games. It's
Wait, hold on. I
autism.
gotta ask my mom something. Wait,
Sorry.
one sec. I will be
Sorry.
right back.
Okay.
But yeah, it can be a blessing or a curse. It's what you make of it. It depends on how you're going to view your autism. For me, I used to think it was a curse, but now I kind of think of it as a little bit of a blessing.
And autism is definitely different than ADHD because sometimes people are like, "Oh, they're the same." It's like, no, it's different. But like in the same way, ADHD, you can use stuff from ADHD to like be productive and like, you know, propel yourself through life like a super fucking human. You feel superhuman sometimes, but then other times ADHD makes you feel like absolutely you can't do shit. Anyway, now to try and sleep to prove Mikan, only to prove Mikan wrong. Not because you want to take care of yourself or anything, but just to prove him wrong. Go fucking take care of yourself.
Hold a bell button on.
I swear. Also, Sticky is rolling around in the little catnip that I poured on the floor and is going wild. Have a good night, Ace. Thank you for stopping by.
Ace.
Okay, wait. I came back because I wanted to ask my mom something. She said in one of the conversations, there was like one thing that she blamed my autism on. Like something I did on my autism, and there was only one thing. And then I go to ask my mom, and I said, "You blamed my autism on something," and she goes, "Your dad?"
I don't think that's...
Apply ice to that
What?
burn. Apply ice directly to burn.
Like, I'm sorry, that's not what I meant. But I also find it really amusing because what I meant was, you say something is due to my autism. And she must have taken it as your autism possibly due to this. So all I can imagine now is her saying that my dad is caused because of my autism.
It's great. We love that for you.
I'm sorry.
Glorious. Anyway, this has been Mental Health Monday.
Hello.
What a fucking chaotic one it was. Completely expected.
It was fun.
What you gonna do?
Totally
It
my
was super
fault.
fun,
Totally
though.
my fault.
It's all of our faults collectively. I will blame myself always as the host, but I also don't mind being
And
chaotic.
also special guest to fly.
What?
I said with
What?
special guests to fly that kept hearing your screen.
Yeah, featuring a fly. Can we... Oh my god, Sticky, you're covered with dust stiff. He's going insane. He's high on life right now. Oh my god, Sticky is so high.
No. Oh no. You were gonna say
Sticky, come here.
something. You were gonna say, can we?
Holy shit. I said, can we pose for a thumbnail of some sort?
We're kinda-
Hey!
Can we pose?
Here, do we want to do a heart?
only have
Because
two- I only have
my
two
last
poses.
two people did a heart. We can't really do a heart. We can
We
do.
can't. No.
Can
All I
we
could do
try
is-
to eat the slime? Ah.
All I could do is
Which way
either float here, or I can take the glass
Your right
off,
arm.
or I can turn purple.
Take the
That's
glass off.
Take the glass off.
it. Take it off.
Yeah, take it off.
Okay.
All right, I
It's
need you to
done.
face to your right, and go like ah.
Am I right? Me?
Yeah.
Me?
Yes, you.
Wait, did I
This
change the
way?
screen?
Yeah, a little bit. Show your face more to the camera.
T-Rex eat you.
All right, great. I'm gonna use that one as the thumbnail.
T-Rex eat you.
Was I summoned? I was working out. We shouted you out because you're awesome and you helped Mikan with a lot of things.
Yeah,
in
I was
life.
saying, Hito, how like,
This is my high,
over the
baby.
past year, you've helped me like better myself as both a streamer and as a person. And you've been responsible. Like that's something that I thank you for, Hito. Like you have taught me many skills so far to better myself.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for coming, kids.
Wait,
Problem.
Wait, there's one question I've been meaning to ask.
Yeah.
Both of you. When you're like, is this just like me? I don't know if it's me, but like when you're researching something, do you get like multiple tabs up on it?
Well, yeah. If I don't have 50 tabs, then am I really researching it?
See, what I do is I open Google, I open a new
Kind of fucking
tab,
question
and
was
if
that?
I can't find it in that tab, I close that and go to the next one. But I always have the Google tab.
Oh shit! I just remembered. I just
Have a
realized that
little
this Mental Health Monday I didn't have a check-in poll. Fuck me.
Uh-oh.
We'll do it now.
Waba! How dare!
I
You gotta
know.
send it to
I'm
me,
not
like,
perfect. I'm
Instagram.
sorry.
I can't.
Don't cry,
Yeah.
Hito. Bear hugs for Hito. Bear hugs for Hito.
Yes, Hito. Cry.
No,
Cry,
everyone bear-
Hito.
Everyone bear hug Hito. Everyone bear hug Hito.
Are we cheering to have Hito cat cry? Is it Hito
No.
or Hito?
I think it's Hito.
Hito.
Yeah, I'm saying we're not making him cry. We're giving him bear hugs. We're giving him hugs.
Are we?
I can give a
Are we
hug.
what am I cheering for? I'm just gonna cheer his name. Hito, Hito, Hito.
Hito. Hito. Hito. You
This
can
is
do
so
it.
wholesome and say chaotic. We have shown the full spectrum of autism today. The spectrum of autism is actually just the friends we met along the way. The autistic friends, of course.
That sounds so weird. It wasn't the journey of having autism.
Autism?
It was the friends we made along the way.
It was the autistic friends that we met along the spectrum.
You
All right.
guys got to hear me snort once during this, so have fun with that ammunition.
All
My
right.
cheeks so hurt from laughing.
That's good. I want to laugh. I want to have fun with this. Like, I
See,
want it to be
I was
informational,
very-
but I also want to have fun with it, you know?
I was very nervous coming before the leading up to the stream because it was my first podcast I've been on. But like this was such a fun experience.
Yeah. Well, I'm also a fun podcaster. Like, I'm not like super serious 20 questions here. I'm just like, tell us about your experience. If it's chaotic, it's chaotic. It probably is. Artist Hope over here dancing us out. Beautiful.
No, you don't understand. The song that I was singing, I was listening to it, and then I was on TikTok like 2 minutes later, and I was scrolling through, and 2 autistic TikTokers were listening to it and said, "This is what autism sounds like," and I'm like, "You're right."
Oh God.
Anyway, I guess everyone vote in the poll if you haven't already.
Oh, let me vote on the poll. Hold on a sec.
2 people have voted for Stardew and Chill. I'll vote for Stardew and Chill.
Stardew and Chill, I'm
Are you
voting.
cool with this going up on YouTube by like Wednesday or so?
Oh hell yeah!
All right.
My family already wants to watch.
We have our clickbait title. I'll do the thumbnail and do some highlights on the thumbnail. Sticky, please get off my desk.
My headphone fell on my other ear, and I panicked.
Excuse me, did
Go
you
away.
just dab?
Yeah.
Wait, that's perfect. Dab that way.
Wait, which way? This way?
That's fine. Dab that way. Mikan, can you move yourself over to the left a bit?
I can try. Give me a second. To the left.
Just move your source over to the left, yeah.
Okay, to the left on the left. Is that to
Your
which
other
side?
left.
Oh, it's like I'm trying to.
Just move it one side and I'll
No,
move
I
the
got
other way.
I got unlocked the feature.
Wait, actually no, move it over to the right.
I'm gonna pause.
I was like, wait.
I'm gonna
I
pause.
got
like
get
dabbing.
right
I
there.
have a perfect
This way?
idea. No, the other way.
This way. This way. Okay.
Yep. Alright, great.
Right there.
Alright, let me remove this.
I is worried.
This is fine. Hold on, I'm making my thumbnail. Give me a second. Let me put mental health. Hold on. Alright, here we go. Ready? No, the other way. Sorry. Artist Hope, other way. Dab the other way.
The
That's the
wind
thumbnail.
has
There it is.
returned.
There it is,
The
folks. There's the
wind has
thumbnail.
returned.
Alright.
I want to see that. I want to see that before it goes up. Please DM me that picture.
The wind has returned.
I'm sorry if you
The
see
wind
blinking, by the
wait,
way.
what?
Alright. Bye, everyone. Let's end the shit. Thank you so much for watching Mental Health Monday. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to give the video a like, put a comment down below, and share it with a friend. If you want to catch it live, feel free to follow us on Twitch. The link is in the description below. As always, mental health is an open and ongoing discussion, so feel free to say hello, and then, come talk with us about mental health. I love the topic, always talk about it. It's a chill atmosphere, it's a safe space. Sometimes we get a little chaos and chaotic, but it's still a safe space all the same. If you also enjoyed the guests and what they had to say, you can check out their content as well. I put their Twitch links in the description below. As for the rest of my socials, they're also down there: Twitter, Instagram, and the Discord if you want to join. As always, take care of yourself, do some self-care today, and be well. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Come catch Waba live only on Twitch.